After 4 months in Europe, I finally went into an art museum. Vincent van Gogh had long been one of my favorite artists, and when I learned that there was a museum to his honor in Amsterdam, his hometown, I wanted to visit. It became one of the goals of my trip. Because Van Gogh has such stature as a painter, I was expecting something grand in the way of a building. Today, the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam is quite large, but at this time it was a single-story, square-block concrete building, modern but a bit humble-looking. Once I was inside, however, I could see that this museum was extraordinary. You walked into the viewing area straight off the street. It was a fairly large hall, and there were big windows at either end, so the light was excellent. And the paintings were hung right there. I could walk right up to any of them. I could have touched them if I'd wanted to, and that is one of the wonderful things about Van Gogh's paintings. He mastered his paint in such a way that he could give his paintings texture. You want to touch a Van Gogh. It's like the sculpture hanging there on the wall. I had seen photographs of Van Gogh's work before, but seeing the original paintings was another experience altogether. Initially, a couple of portraits caught my eye, and I spent a little time with each of them. Then I saw Wheatfield with Crows, which is one of his most celebrated paintings, one of the paintings I'd seen photographs of in art history books and in magazines. This was a little like seeing a movie star on the street. Oh, here's a painting I know. But when I looked at the original closely in its full size, a little more than 2 feet high, a little more than 3 feet long, and with its living colors, I felt that I was seeing it for the first time. I felt as though I was seeing any work of art for the first time. In the first place, the colors are so dynamic. Van Gogh once said, "There is no blue without yellow and without orange." I could see the truth of his words in Wheatfield with Crows. The sky is one blue on another, and the wheat field is a brilliant golden yellow with sparks of orange and red. Each color makes the other colors glow like live embers on the canvas. What I liked most about this painting, though, was its sense of story. The crows are moving across the top of the wheat field and into the sky. Something has disturbed them, and they're flying, but where? Storm clouds are gathering on the horizon, and there is a road that cuts right up through the middle of the wheat field, a road that seems to just stop in a dead end. For a long time it was thought that this was Van Gogh's final painting. It was not his absolute last, but it was one of his last paintings, and it was in this very wheat field that he took his own life. I have to say that the sense of foreboding and despair that emanated from this painting was unmistakable, though I had never felt anything like this from the reproductions I'd seen. It was only by standing before the original, by allowing myself to gaze at it, to drink it in, that I could feel palpably what I would say was the artist's intention.